went to Essex County Elementary School, I was referred to special education in 3rd grade. I was diagnosed with ADHD and a learning disability. I spent 7 years in special education. And this gentleman right here said something that touched me. He had a champion. He had a 5th grade teacher. I had a 7th grade teacher, a 7th grade special education teacher that lit a fire in me that no other teacher could do. The young ladies talked about being bullied and being embarrassed. Not only did I have a learning disability, but I also had a ringworm on my head. So I got a lot of kids calling me plug and joking me and making fun of me. And people talk about not, hearing bullies. And I think there's a racial component on here that our black boys don't feel because they feel so much pain and hurt. Is that when they see bullying, they don't even recognize it because they're so numb to it. But there are kids getting bullied. There are kids getting teased. And for me, letting people know that I was in special education was something I had to hide. So I used to sneak to special education class. And in my book, Nelson, which is a character based on me, he sneaks to class like a ninja. Because having that one extra thing that another kid can poke at you or tease you with, for some kids it's too much. And for me, during school, there was a lot of anger. I mean, there was times where I really wanted to hurt other kids, and it was because I was hurting. And a lot of our kids are hurting. And I think someone said something about the bullies, like the bullies are cowards or chumps, but a lot of the bullies are the ones hurting more than the ones that they're victimizing, that they're feeling. And I did want to talk about one piece that I experienced, because we do have some law enforcement officials. I'm sure y'all doing an awesome job in Northumberland and Lancaster. But I have had some experience with law enforcement that were negative and that I perceived as being bullying. So I think there's parts that we need to talk about and discuss on a bigger scale. And I'm glad you all came out here today to share that and to share your stories. But also, I think we talked about teachers being bullied. In the book, Nelson has 2 teachers. He has Mrs. Stevenson and Mrs. Gronkowski. And these 2 teachers and Nelson have some conflict because Nelson's playing in class and he's joking and doing a lot of talking. He's having conflicts with these teachers. And these teachers say things. For instance, Mrs. Stevenson says, Nelson, you're not going to college. We have to be conscious about what we say to our kids because we plant seeds in them. Mm-hmm. So if you plant a seed in the kid that he's not going to college, what is he going to do? Not go to college. Or if you may plant a seed in the kid that you're bad, you're no good, you're going to be just like your dad, you're not going to be anything. And that seed keeps being planted, and the plant is going to grow until that kid not becoming anything. But there is kids out here who have those things and they're resilient, and they overcome the odds and they beat the odds. And that's what my book series is about, beating the odds. Because our kids are strong. Miss Paula works with them. Some other administrators work with them. We know our kids are powerful. We know our kids are strong. We just got to support them and be champions. I'll be hanging out, so if y'all want to chat, I have some business cards. I started my own business. We did teach kids how to start businesses. Great for themselves. This is the planting the seed of my business. I have a 2nd book coming out. I'm a social worker. We don't get paid much. This is the planting the seed. We started planting the seed for my book and help me get this book on the ground. We need to plant seeds. We need to support our kids. This young man he thinks he wants to do. This whole staff right here has things they want to do. Mm-hmm. As adults, if we're in those positions, we need to talk to them and figure out how we can help them get to that next level. That's our job.